Come to sitting on your heels in the center of your mat. Hands on your thighs. Just take in some really deep breaths here. And rotate your shoulders back in a circle. Rotate one at a time. Rotate your head in a circle, starting on your right and moving towards your left. And then in the opposite direction, just moving that head in a circle.
Whatever kind of way, it doesn't matter how I feel.
Let's stretch out those wrists. So push down on each hand in both directions with your opposite hand.
They lift me up through thick
Roll out the wrists.
Until I lift my chin and give them a grin.
Let's come to a nice child's pose. Knees can be wide open or closed. Feet together. Hips to the heels. Arms stretched out in front of you. Hands can be on your fingertips. Your forehead could be on a block or on the ground. Really elongating your back and taking in some really big deep breaths here. Just set your intention for the day. Send your thoughts back to the ground. Today's class is about Leo season. Leos are ruled by the heart and the sun. So we're going to do some sun salutations and open up that heart chakra. Let's take it to the left, so move both hands to the left side of your body, stretching out that right side.
In whatever kind of way,
both hands forward.
It doesn't matter how I feel.
And move those hands to the right.
Or if what hurts me don't seem to be too real, they lift me up through thick and thin.
Let's come to sitting up. We're going to roll out those hips from left to right and forward and around. Let's come to all fours. You can pat out the backs of your feet. Shoulders should be above your hands. Knees above your hips. And just pushing through the ground. Just really using the ground for support here. And really arching that back and cow. Move your tailbone from side to side. Just winding through, getting out any weird kinks and get out that bad energy. Now you can focus on your shoulders here, moving not much else except for your shoulders in an up and down manner. And now you can take the entire body, upper body, into a circle motion, just warming up those wrists. Let's come to a down dog. Hips to the sky, bending one knee, bending the next knee. Just taking in some really juicy inhales and exhales. Just stretching out that back. You can nod your head no, nod your head yes. Bend the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat. Flat back, fold forward. Swim your arms up to the sky, look up, and forward fold. Arms to the ground, jump or step back. Chaturanga, hold for 5. Up dog, and down dog. 4 more times. So bend the knees, hop or step forward. Forward fold. Arms to the sky, look up, and fold forward. Back to plank, chaturanga, hold, up dog, and down dog.
When it's a foggy day,
Bend the knees, hop or step forward, flat back, fold forward,
when there's nothing to say,
arms up, look up,
they speak through me,
and back down to the ground.
Kind of
Plank,
way.
chaturanga and hold,
It doesn't matter how
up dog,
I feel,
and down dog.
What hurts me don't seem to be too real. They
Bend the knees, jump, step, or hop forward, flat back, fold forward, swim your arms up to the sky, look up, and swim back down to the ground. Jump back to plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog.
'Cause I'm so blue.
Bend the knees, hop, step, or jump forward,
With all I
flat back, fold forward, swim those arms up to the sky, look up, and swim back down, jump back into plank, chaturanga and hold, up dog, and down dog. Come down to your knees and sit back into a child's pose. Just taking a really big deep breath. Come to sitting on your heels. We're going to do some camels. So a lot of arching in the back. So if you need some support for your knees, you can take a towel and just swim your left arm around and behind you, grabbing your heels with your hands, folding forward. We're going to do that again. Swim the right arm up and back behind you, grabbing onto your heels and folding forward. Left arm around behind you, grabbing your heels, sitting back down on your heels and folding forward. Inhale, arms up and around, and back down. Exhale. Inhale, arm up and around behind you, grabbing those heels. Exhale, sitting on the heels. And let's come into puppy. So hips to the sky, arms forward. Let's lay down on our bellies. So hands out in friendly view, elbows to the side. Just relax here for a moment. We're going to do some waving through the spine. So pick your arms up and lower. Arms up and lower. Take your hands by your sides for cobra. You can have a slight bend in your elbows here, and chest should be straight. You can look to the right, look to the left, and rolling back down slowly. Take your arms behind you, feet together, legs in the air for locust. And release. Arms to your side. You could do that again. Feet together, arms in the air, and release. Bend your right foot and grab it with your right hand. Just stretching out those thighs. Left arm can be extended out in front of you and slowly release. Opposite hand to opposite foot. And release. Grabbing both feet and the outside of your feet and lifting everything off. And release. Push back into down dog. leg to the sky, knee to elbow, leg to sky, knee to center and hold to look up, leg to the sky, knee to right elbow. Extend that right leg out, turn to your side, lift off, and come into a side plank. Hold here for a moment. You can bring your right foot behind you and come back into a dancer's. Back to down dog. Right leg to the sky, right knee to right elbow, leg to the sky, knee to center and look up and hold. Leg to the sky, knee to left elbow. Extend that leg out to the side, left arm off the ground. Attempting to elevate that right leg if possible. Coming into side plank. Bring your left leg behind you into Wild Thing. A slight back bend here. And swim that right leg back into Down Dog. Both knees on the ground. And back into Down Dog. Bend the knees, look forward, hop, jump, or step. Arms to your side and prepare for chair. Arms above you, hips behind you, knees bent. Just keeping that back straight. You can bring your palms together and look up. Trying to sit as low to the ground as possible. Straighten those legs, arms up. Bring your right leg around your left leg into eagle. And right elbow under left elbow. Fold forward, bringing your right elbow to your left knee and back up. Release, bring your knee up and back behind you into Warrior 3, right arm up in the sky, left arm on the ground. Grab that right foot with your right hand, or right foot with your left hand, and release into Warrior 1, arms in ninja, with a slight back bend here. Come into a Warrior 2. And left arm to the ground, side angle pose. You can look up. Straighten out that right leg into triangle. And reverse triangle. Let's come into Goddess. So heels in, toes out. We'll just sway from side to side for a second here and try to center yourself and pulse, just bending both knees. Seeing how low you can get. And let's twist to the right. Hands on your thighs, center and twist to the left, center, twist to the right, center, twist to the left. Arms clasped behind you, look up and fold forward, straightening out those feet. The goal is to bring your head to the ground, really using your core here. Both hands to the ground. Let's come into ninja on your right side. Swim to the left for ninja. Find your way back into down dog. Bend the knees, hop, jump, or step forward. We're going to do that sequence again. So, chair pose. Arms directly in front of you in eyesight, looking up. Hips towards the ground, knees bent. Attempting to sit as low to the ground as possible. Stand straight up, bring that right knee in and foot around your right leg. Or I'm sorry, left knee in and twist it around your right leg. Left elbow under left elbow to right knee and back up. Bringing that knee up and back around you for warrior 3. Step back into warrior 1 with ninja arms. Right hand under left hand, looking up for a slight back bend. Coming into warrior 2. Legs stay the same. Reverse warrior, arm comes behind your head. And side angle pose, right elbow to right knee, arm over the head. Bring your right hand to the ground, straighten your right knee and look up with your left arm to the sky. Triangle pose. Reverse triangle, keep both legs straight. And let's come into a goddess, heels together, toes out. Just pulse here, find your center. See how low you can sit to the ground. Let's twist to the right and center, twist to the left and center, twist to the left. Coming close to the ground for ninja. So bending your left knee, right knee straight. Keeping your right toes to the sky and swimming over to the right side. Left toes up. Left leg straight, right knee bent. And find your way back into down dog. Bend the knees, look up, jump, stop, step or hop forward. Chair pose. Hips to the heels. Just trying to sit as close to the ground as possible. Arms directly in front of your gaze and look up.
And the beauty that we did pursue.
Feet are together here, knees are slightly bent. And release. Bring your right knee up and around, bringing your right foot around your left foot in eagle and eagle arms. Right elbow under left elbow. Collapse forward, right elbow to left knee. And back up again. Bring your knee in and around behind you, left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky, warrior 3.
I hope you now know
left leg should be turned out. Or right leg, sorry. So grab your right hand with your right foot. And release. Bring your knee back up to you and let's come into dancers. So grabbing your right foot with your right hand, left arm to the sky, step that leg back into warrior 1 with eagle arms. Right elbow under left elbow, look up, slight back bend here. Bring both arms clasped behind you, look up, bend forward, humble warrior. So right back foot is perpendicular to the back of your mat. Bring that left arm to the ground, right hand over your head. If you can, bring your right elbow under your left knee and clasp both hands behind your back. Left arm to the ground, both legs straight, triangle. Back into warrior 2, reverse warrior with your arms behind you. Left hand to the ground, right hand over your head. right leg straight, left leg straight, triangle, reverse triangle, and let's come into goddess. So heels in, toes out, stretch to the right, twist to the left. You can find your center here and just pulse. Clasp your hands behind your back, look up and fold forward, attempting to get the top of your head to the ground, using your core to get you there. Both legs are straight. And release. Let's come into ninja on your right side, right knee bent, left leg straight, toes to the sky, and swim over to the other side, left knee bent, right leg straight. And find your way into down dog. Bend both knees, jump, step, or hop forward, chair.
And how you changed my life so beautifully.
Attempting to sit your heels, your hips as close to your heels as possible, bending the knees, feet together. Arms aren't directly above your head, but more at coming out in front of your gaze. So look up into your hands. Palms can be together here.
I want to show you how much you mean to me. With this melody.
Straighten your legs, bring your left knee up. Bring your right foot twisting around your left leg. Left elbow under right elbow here. And bringing your right elbow to your left knee.
I hope you now know I'm talking about you and me.
Stay in your eagle. And release. Both feet on the ground. Bring your left knee up. And rotate behind you into warrior 3. The left leg is turned out a bit. Right hand to the ground, left arm to the sky. Grab your left foot with your left hand. And you can pull a bit here. This is a slight back bend. And release. Bring that left leg back up again and behind you into dancers, grabbing your left foot with your left hand and moving into a slight back bend and attempting to balance. Bring that left leg behind you into warrior 1, eagle arms, slight back bend, look up. Clasp both your hands behind your back, look up, fold forward into humble warrior. So bringing your head towards the inside of your right thigh here, keeping that back leg straight, and come into warrior 2. Right knee should be turned out, left foot facing the back of your mat. Reverse triangle, straighten out that right leg. And let's come forward into triangle. Right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. Back up into warrior 2 and side angle pose. You can try to clasp your hands behind you here. Just bringing your right shoulder behind your right thigh and clasping both hands behind you. It's come into goddess. So heels in, toes out, just swaying from side to side here, just trying to find your center. Pulsing a bit, arms to the sky. Swim your arms up and down while bending and extending those legs. Twist to the left and twist to the right.
And how you changed my life so beautifully.
Both knees straight, clasp your hands behind you, and fold forward.
Show me things I'd never seen.
Head to the ground. Release the arms. You could bring a block to the floor to help you. Both hands should be aligned with the front of your feet and using your core and your arms to pull you in. Stay really grounded here. Come to ninja on the left. So left knee bent, right leg straight, and swim over to the right. Right knee bent, left leg straight.
I'm talking about you and me.
And find your way back into down dog.
So how you changed,
Bend the knees, jump, step, or hop forward. Come into chair again. So hips coming to the ground, straighten. Let's do that ninja twisting on the right side. So right foot behind your left knee.
I'm grateful.
Open up into warrior 3.
Thankful.
Grab your foot for and a slight back bend here. Step back. Warrior 1 with eagle arms. Slight back bend. Come down to side angle. Reverse warrior. And warrior 2. Left arm on the ground. Left leg straight. Trikonasana. And reverse triangle. Ninja on the left. Ninja on the right. Walk your hands to the top of the mat and come into down dog. Bend the knees, jump, step forward, and come into chair pose. Palms can be together. Take your left knee and wrap it around your right. In eagle, arms in eagle as well. Taking that right elbow to your left knee. And release into warrior 3. Grab your foot behind you. Slight back bend. Release into warrior 1 with your arms in eagle, slight back bend. Clasp your hands behind your back and fold forward into humble warrior. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Straighten and come into Trikonasana. And reverse Trikonasana. Ninja on the right. Left leg straight, right knee bent. And ninja on the left. Left knee bent, right leg straight. Walk your hands to the top of your mat and come to down dog. Let's just do some yoga push-ups here. So come into plank, push up, 2, and 3. Knees to the ground, hips to the heels, child's pose. Let's come to sitting on your heels. We're going to do camel again, so bring your towels or whatever support you need for your knees. Knees should be wide, feet together, sitting on your heels. Fold forward, swim your right arm up and back behind you. Look up for a slight back bend, arms grabbing your heels. Sit back down and fold forward. Left arm swim up and around behind you, slight back bend. Sitting down on your heels, forward fold. Right arm swim up and behind you, back bend. Sitting on your heels, folding forward. Left arm sweeping up behind you, back bend. Sitting back on your heels, folding forward, right arm up and back around you, slight back bend, looking up. And sitting on those heels, folding forward. And release. Just relax here in child's pose.
trying little.
Come to laying on your belly. Just going to do some locusts here. So forehead on the ground. Lift your left leg and then your right leg up off the ground. Just pulse those legs up. Just some small butt work here. Right leg up and then left leg up. And now take your arms in front of you into scorpion. Lay back down onto your arms. Take your arms out to the side outside of your mat, and let's push up and down, just winding through your spine. Inhale up, exhale lower. Take your hands back by your chest and lift up with a slight bend in your elbows in cobra. Lower back down. Take your arms clasped behind you, feet together, and push everything up off the ground into locust and release. Let's fly back. Legs lifted, feet together, arms behind you. Just lift everything up just off the ground and release. Grab the back of your feet with your hands and lift everything off the ground. And release. Let's push back into child's pose. Come to sitting with your legs out in front of you, arms up and fold forward. You can use a block to place in front of your feet and grabbing onto the sides of those blocks, using it for a deeper stretch here. And release. Take your right knee in. We're going to do a slight twist here. So left elbow around right knee. Right hand to the ground. Just really breathing into that twist and release. Left foot over right foot. Lift your right arm, left elbow over left knee. And twist. Left arm to the ground. Let's lie on our backs, feet on the ground, knees bent. We're going to pulse up. So shoulders should be slightly tucked under. And just keep pulsing, squeezing your cheeks right up at the top. Squeeze one cheek for 5, and then another cheek for another 5, and then both cheeks for 5. And release to the ground, just pulsing up and down off the ground. Keep pulsing. Take your arms behind your head. We're going to do some crunches here. Both feet on the ground. Just keep crunching. Bring your right knee in and crunch up. Right leg to the sky and crunch up. Hands can be either behind you or moving towards your feet. Just bend that knee again. Foot off the ground. Keep crunching and foot down. Switch sides, left knee up at a diagonal. Leg to the sky. And keep crunching. Hands towards foot. Bend that knee. Keep crunching, keep moving through. Both feet on the ground. Let's move in a circle here. So crunch to the right in a circle. 4, 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your knees in. And release. Legs to extended out, arms above your head. Arms out in a T on your sides. We're going to scissor our legs up and down for 10 counts. So just crossing 10 and not allowing the feet to drop to the ground. So keep crossing your legs like a scissor. Right foot over left foot, just swimming them back up and down for 10 counts. And hold here at the bottom. Don't allow your feet to hit the ground. And swim your feet open and cross. And straddle here in a stretch. And cross, straddle, stretch. Bring the knees in, give yourself a big hug. Keep that right knee towards your chest, left leg to the ground, and just roll out that right knee. Extend that right leg to the sky. You can tap on your right thigh. I like to do this to just release any tension, soreness, and any thoughts that may be hindering me from moving forward. You could bring that right arm to the right heel and stretch out to the side. Left hand extended out in a T and swim that right foot back to the ground. Left knee into chest. Rolling out in a circle.
Ryan Little.
Bring that left leg to the sky. Just tapping on that left thigh. Just push towards you. Grab that left heel with the left arm. Push out to the side for a side leg stretch. And release that leg back to the ground. Arms out in a T still. We're going to do some supported bridges here. So knees bent, shoulders under your ground. And bring a block underneath your tailbone, your lower back, and release. Up on your tippy toes and release the block. Knock your knees in. Just take a deep breath here. It's really important to knock your knees after any type of back bend. Just releasing that lower back. Okay, so prep again. So lift up that pelvis. Bring that block underneath your lower back. Arms out in front of you, knees bent, and just let go. Just a fully supported bridge. You can lift one leg and then the other. And release that block. Lower to the ground, knock in those knees, and take a really big deep breath here. Let's prep for a wheel. So reverse your hands by the sides of your ears. Knees are bent. Push off with your arms. Toes should be in. Heels should be out. Really pushing through the top of your chest. Most people think that wheel comes from your lower back. It actually comes from the top of your chest. So you really want to open up your heart here and push through the top of that chest. You can attempt to straighten your legs here and roll back down, knock in those knees, and just relax. Great job. I'm going to do that one more time. So hands in reverse by your ears and push off those arms. Toes should be in. And really focusing on that upper chest. Just pushing through that upper chest. You can strengthen and lengthen your legs if possible. Roll back down. Knock those knees in. And just relax here. Feet together, knees out for butterfly, right hand on the heart, left hand on the belly. Just thanking yourself for all the hard work. And roll up into sitting on your mat. So just sit up tall, hands on the knees. Play with dancers a little bit some more. So bend your right knee in front of you, left knee behind you, folding forward over that right hip. Let's take a strap and loop it around your left foot, pulling up with both hands if possible. The goal is to open up the chest here. This is more about the chest than the legs. Just pulling on that foot with your both hands. Keeping everything squared and forward. Take in some really deep breaths here and release. Swim that left leg around. Feet together, knees apart for butterfly. Just grab both feet and fold forward for a quick stretch. Do that on the other leg, so bending that left knee in front of you, right knee behind you, and folding forward over that left hip. Let's take that strap and loop it around the back or the front of your right foot. And just bringing that strap over your head with both hands. Pulling the foot up towards you and also opening up your chest here. Just keeping your hips on the ground and squared. And release. Swim that right foot back, come into butterfly, and fold forward. Bring that right leg out to the side, left leg out into straddle. You're just going to stretch out your legs here. Bring your arms extended out in front of you. Forehead to the ground if possible for a forward fold in straddle. You can lay your head on the block here. We're going to sit here for a few minutes. It's really important to sit in these poses. It's not only great for stretching, it's also really great for just letting go and releasing all of those thoughts. So let's stretch over to the left, bringing your right arm over your head towards the left. Both arms to the sky, facing your leg and folding forward. Stretch center, arms out in front of you, just letting everything go here. Bring your left arm over your right foot, stretch to the side. And face your knee for a forward stretch on that right leg. Center, hold forward, ask yourself to release and let go. Take in some really big deep breaths here, just breathing into those hips. Just keep breathing, keep letting go, keep sending those thoughts back down to the ground. Just seeing if you can push yourself further down. So walk your arms back up. Bring your feet together and behind you. Let's come into puppy, hips to the sky, arms out in front of you, chin to the ground, looking forward. And find your way into down dog. Right leg to the sky, right knee in for pigeon. So the front of your right leg should be facing the front of your mat at a 90-degree angle if possible. Your head could be on a block or on the ground. Hips should be square to the ground. Really sitting over those hips and sitting into the hips. Just releasing more thoughts into the ground, releasing any tension and pressure. You can roll your head from side to side. Just getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I know sometimes this pose can be really uncomfortable, and that's just the ego releasing itself. So sit back onto your right hip and come into a right split. So you can use a block underneath your thigh here, just for a moment. Swim your right leg back. Knees bent, come into puppy, hips to the sky, arms out in front of you, chin to the ground, looking forward. Back into down dog, left leg high, knee to chest and pigeon. So if you're not as open on this side, your left foot, as you see here, is pointed towards my right hip, and that's okay. Head on a block or on the ground, just releasing those thoughts, opening up those hips, sitting into those hips, just breathing into them, getting uncomfortable. Just releasing that ego that's telling you to come out of it. If you feel any sharp pain, you should definitely come out of it, but any discomfort is especially natural in the hips. We carry a lot of trauma in these hips. So just continue to lay there, just continue to send those thoughts back down to the ground. Really breathe into that hip. Relax that forehead onto that block. Move your block to the side, come up on your hands, and stretch out that left leg into a split, using your block underneath your thigh for support. Both hips should be squared. You can use your arms for support. And release that block, swim that leg back behind you. Both knees bent. We're going to come into puppy, arms extended out in front of you, chin to the ground, looking up, hips to the sky. Just stretching out that back and those shoulders. Sit back on your heels, clasp your hands behind your back, and fold forward, arms to the sky. Let's come to sitting. Lay down on your back, arms out in a T. Let's roll over to one side. Facing your head in the opposite direction. And then roll them back over to the other side and looking in the opposite direction. Take both knees in and extend your legs up to the sky with flexed feet. Actually pretty hard to do. This is great for alignment. Bend both knees, grab those heels, and come into happy baby. Hips are open wide, back is flat. You can rock to both sides. Take your right knee to your chest, left leg out extended, and just roll into that right hip. And switch sides, left knee to chest, right leg extended, and roll into that left hip. And both knees in, give yourself a big hug, take in a huge deep breath. Let everything go. Stretch out both your legs and your arms to your side. Legs should be outside of your mat. Back should be flat on the ground. Shoulders can be tucked a bit underneath. And just completely surrender, completely let go. Your mind should be relaxed here. Your breathing can return to normal. practice is dedicated to the Leo season that's ruled by the heart and the sun. Leos represent courage and independence. They don't fear the spotlight. So the messages that we get from Leo are to send yourself tons of love, and showing love to others, and being courageous to come into the spotlight. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to use your voice. It's your time to come forward and be a leader. If your thoughts wander, just bring them back to the present. There's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to be. Yoga is about simply being, just being in the present moment, being in these poses, just surrendering to the poses. It teaches you how to be in life, whether you're washing your dishes or folding your laundry, just remaining in the present as you fold your laundry, as you wash your dishes. Listening to the sound of the water. These are all things that keep you in the present so that you could be fully connected to your body and just have that really strong mind, body, soul connection. That's when you can expand and step into your best self.
I don't know why I didn't say yes. Maybe I'm still afraid of
Let go of your thoughts, just push them away.
Do I get
If they come back to you, command them to leave.
I like to show myself.
Take back your power. Ask your power to come back to you from wherever you may have left it.
The water's so cold. Cut off my path to land.
Take your arms up over your head. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Just wiggle those fingers and toes. Just coming back here now. Taking a really deep breath here. Roll over onto one side, resting your head on your arm. This is such a sacred pose here. This is the pose that we came into this life in. It's connection to the earth, to our mother, Mother Gaia.
If I take a trip out to sea with you, would you stay or
This is a
would
nurturing
you
pose,
kiss my bruise?
nurturing yourself.
Crashing waves splash all over us when the sun comes down. I'm gonna wash it clean, throw the past away this next time.
Push off, head comes last.
I think I made the
Continue to
wrong
look
choice.
down, cross your
I will
legs.
make a move, don't know why I didn't stay. I think
Right
I
hand
made
over
the
the
wrong
heart, left hand over the
choice.
belly.
I will make a move,
Head
don't know
slightly
why I
tilted
didn't
downwards.
stay.
Just taking some really deep breaths here.
I like to show myself that I'm just
Just imagine you are surrounded by light. You are healed, you are pure. And imagine this light extending out into your city, into your country, into the whole world. We are all one, we are all united. We all want the same thing. We all share the same consciousness.
What would you say if you had your way? What would you say? And would you still be
Remembering that lion within, Bring your palms to your chest. Namaste. The light within me sees the light within you. Namaste.